Good evening, Charlotte, and welcome to another night of Quarantine Concerts. I'm Zach Tarleton, again, your host for tonight. Super excited to have you guys here for our Saturday night edition. We have a really special show tonight. We have the cast of the 2019 production of Theater Charlotte's Ain't Misbehavin' on tonight. I'm going to bring all of them on to introduce themselves in just a little bit. But also another really special thing tonight for Theater Charlotte, for those of you that may have been planning on being at this event. Tonight was supposed to be the night of our Broadway Ball 2020. Of course, that event was sadly postponed to October, but that's why I'm here tonight in my houndstooth tuxedo. I would have been wearing this tonight, would have been super excited to be there for the event. I was our performance chair for this project, so I'm definitely missing that, definitely missing being there. But I am going to bring you a little bit something different tonight than how we normally start. So since this would be our Broadway Ball, and since we're here with the cast of Ain't Misbehavin', I wanted to start us off tonight with a little bit of piano because that would have been my home for this evening for the Broadway Ball. So I'm going to play the title track of Ain't Misbehavin' to get us ready for our show tonight. Here we go. And that's the way we're going to start off tonight. And now, featuring the cast of Ain't Misbehavin', we're going to bring some of my awesome fine friends in that we have with us tonight. Marvin, King, Nanye, Tyler, and Keston. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much for being here this evening. I hate that we're reuniting over the internet tonight, but what a way to bring us all back during this time. I know personally I am definitely missing the theater. I know that you guys probably are too. So Marvin, we're going to start with you. We're going to jump our way across everybody. Tell us, introduce yourself, number one, and let us know a little bit about who you are, your connection to Theater Charlotte, and maybe some theater projects since Ain't Misbehavin' that we may have seen you in.
Okay. So my name is Marvin, and I love Theater Charlotte. I think Theater Charlotte has been just pivotal in my life for introducing me to people that now I truly call some of my best friends. So I'm very grateful for that and the opportunity just to do this and to reunite with my cast tonight because I miss all these guys. And Danny, who's not here because she's sick. We love you and we miss you. I'm not currently working on anything, but I'm ready for another project. So as soon as this quarantine is over, hopefully we'll get working on something soon.
Awesome. Thanks. Nanye.
Hi, I'm Nanye Obicherry. Ain't Misbehavin' was actually my second show at Theater Charlotte. My first show was the very first Student Theater Guild show that they did was Sweeney Todd in like 2010. And so I was like the lone soprano on the high D. It was a fun time. So it was really great to come back to Theater Charlotte with Ain't Misbehavin'. Because it was such an amazing show and such a great cast. And I was supposed to start working on Head Over Heels soon at Actors Theater Charlotte with Zach, but then that was canceled, unfortunately. And I'm also part of a classical a cappella choir called Caritas here in Charlotte. And we had a piece that was commissioned for us that we were going to premiere this spring, and that concert has also been postponed. So, hopefully once this is all over, that concert will, we'll be able to reschedule it and let everyone hear the beautiful music that this person wrote for us. But yeah, until then, I'm just trucking along.
That's right.
I'm so thankful to still have a job when so many people don't.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Awesome. Thanks, Nanye. Keston.
Hi, I'm Keston. I have really, honestly, have just been waiting for another show. Well, since I've done this lovely show with these people, I did The Wiz with Marvin in Salisbury. And that was fun. But yes, I am waiting on another show, just like Marvin. But as far as Theater Charlotte, I hate that I was so late with Theater Charlotte. But my first show with them was Hairspray, and I just loved it. And ever since then, I just love being around even the people that are over Theater Charlotte. They're just so loving and welcoming, and they've always just brought me in and just shown so much love. And I'm glad that I'm able to show the same amount of love back and give back. So
awesome. Thanks, Keston. Tyler.
Hey, my name is Tyler Smith. Let's see, connections to Theater Charlotte. Wow. Theater Charlotte is truly my home away from home. First show there was in 2011, was Rent, which is where I met Marvin. Yep, we got to beat up Collins from the second floor of the stage. And continuing on, it was just, after that, I know we did Putnam County Spelling Bee. We did Songs for a New World. We did Hair. We did Memphis. Several Broadway balls. It was a lot leading up to Ain't Misbehavin', which was the second time I had done the show. I had done the show 4 years prior to in Salisbury. And so to do the show again 4 years later, play the same role, but a more mature version of myself in that role. And then kudos for life goes out to Nanye for literally being a dancer, working with someone who does not and will not ever advertise themselves as a dancer. And to come in, and she gave me like tough love and the right criticism. Ever since then, the only show I did summer stock at Central Piedmont, and we did Showboat and Jekyll and Hyde. And so, yeah, ever since then, I now live in Denver, Colorado. And just waiting on, the quarantine to end so we can get back to work. And so, yeah,
Awesome.
that's life.
Well, thank you guys. So we're going to share some songs with you tonight, some from Misbehavin', some completely other shows. And Marvin's going to start us off with the song from Dreamgirls. So I'm going to pop the rest of us out of this little broadcast here. I'm going to do it one by one because I am old school. Here we go. Marvin, are you ready to take it away for us?
I am.
Here we go.
When I first saw you, I said, oh my, that's my dream, that's my dream. I needed a dream when it all seemed to go bad. Then I found you, and I have had the most beautiful dreams any man's ever had. When I first saw you, I said, oh my, that's my dream, that's my dream. I needed a dream to make me strong. You were the only reason I had to go on. You were my dream, all the things that I never knew. You were my dream, who could believe they would ever come true? And who would believe the world would believe in my dream too? When I first saw you, I said, oh my, oh my. That's my dream.
Awesome work, Marvin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for kicking us off tonight with a little bit of Dream Girls.
That's right. Theater Charlotte's maybe doing it soon.
Maybe I don't have the updates on that,
Knock
but
on wood.
we'll see what comes down the pipeline with that. So thank you so much, Marvin. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So we'll check back in with Marvin later. For a second, I do want to bring to your attention a little bit of love from the Broadway Ball. As your performance chair for that event that was supposed to be happening tonight, I want to bring to attention this little ticker banner that should be going across the bottom of your screen right now. So one thing that Theater Charlotte is doing, even though we can't be at the Broadway Ball tonight, even though we can't be there enjoying a really great night of theater, we can still support Theater Charlotte if we're able to. So the link at, not the link, but that message there at the bottom that asks you to text Broadway Ball 2020 to 76278 is the same platform they would have used at the event tonight to register and to donate. I know that Johnny Hohenstein has helped us with some graphics and marketing for that, especially to go live tonight. That if you would have been preparing for the Broadway Ball, to pick a couple of those things that you would have been spending money on, whether that was your dress, your hair, your makeup, babysitters, anything like that, and consider donating to Theater Charlotte. It's just a way to let us know that you're still there, that even though we can't be at the Broadway Ball, we can still be supporting it. And if not, we're just grateful that you're here tonight with us, that you're catching this live stream with this amazing cast. And if you're missing it or you missed the beginning part of it, don't worry, it's going to be posted. You can check back and rewatch it after tonight. So we're going to hop on over now to Nanye. Nanye's going to sing a little bit from Ain't Misbehavin'. Welcome back.
Hello.
So this is a song you actually sang in the show, yes?
Yes, it is.
Correct. So this was one, and you played who?
We all kind of played ourselves, but this is traditionally the Charlene track.
The Charlene track. Perfect. So with a little bit of Keeping Out of Mischief from Ain't Misbehavin', Nanye.
Don't even go to a movie show if you're not at my side. I just stay home by my radio, but I am satisfied. All my flirting days are gone, on the level from now on. Keeping out of mischief now. Really am in love and how I'm through playing with fire. It's you whom I desire. All the world can plainly see. You're the only one for me. I have told them in advance they can't break up our romance. Living up to every vow. I I'm keeping out of mischief now. Don't go for any excitement now. Books are my best company. All my opinions have changed somehow. Old-fashioned as can be. When you really learn to care, there's a thrill in solitaire. So I'm creeping out of mischief now. Really am in love and I have told them in advance they can't break up our romance. Living up to every vow. I'm keeping out of mischief now. I'm keeping out of mischief
Wonderful work, Nanye.
now.
So for those of you that are watching at home right now, a little background on how some of these performances come to be together. I basically reach out to these guys and say, hey, what are you going to sing? They tell me, they give me the sheet music, and then I record a track and send it to them. So they are singing to tracks that they have never sung with before and from shows they've done. And I was not their music director. So Nanye for rolling with this music and everybody else that's performing. I know that if you are not a performer, that is a hard thing to do, to be able to just perform in your living room and your house to a track online. So Nanye, bravo, well done.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. So we'll pop back in with Nanye and Marvin later. So just a few little announcements here as we're about at our halfway point. So again, as a reminder, tonight would have been Theater Charlotte's Broadway Ball. We're excited to have a Theater Charlotte cast reunited tonight in order to support Theater Charlotte, in order to give back to our community tonight. For those watching, thanks so much for being here. I do want to pop over because Tyler's going to be coming on next. And I think that Tyler has some questions he's going to have to answer from people. Number one, Carlos, I'm so glad to see that you're watching. Yes, Denver is awesome. I know that Tyler could talk all about the Denver scene. Carlos, we miss you. I hope that Florida is treating you well, and hopefully we'll be able to do a show together again sometime soon. And then also, and this is where I'm going to help Tyler in, because Johnny has some questions for Tyler, who I'm going to add in here. So Tyler, it looks like you may have some explaining to do to our friends in Charlotte that missed the band.
I see that.
To clarify, though, you are in Charlotte right now. Yes.
I am in Charlotte currently. I'm here currently. I flew in on Wednesday, but I've been living in Denver since New Year's Day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you made the awesome trek across the country in your car with all the sweet tea and Bojangles chicken.
I did my first live videos on Facebook to chronicle that one time drive across our great nation. Right. And once you pass St. Louis, other than the home of Allison Reinhardt, shout out to Allison, there's nothing in this country. I understand why Dorothy said, I have to leave Kansas. There's nothing in Kansas. There's not much in Kansas, let me say that. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, awesome. Well, we're glad that you're back in Charlotte, that you're safe, that you're joining us tonight. And you are going to sing from Ragtime, which is a role that you have done in Charlotte before, with a little bit of Make Them Hear You. So I'm going to pop out. Take it away, Tyler.
Yeah. Go out and tell our story. Let it echo far and wide. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. How justice was our battle and how justice was denied. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. And say to those who blame us for the way we chose to fight, that sometimes there are battles that are more than black or white. And I could not put down my sword when justice was my right. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Go out and tell our story to your daughters and your sons. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. And tell them in our struggle we were not the only ones. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Your sword can be a sermon or the power of the pen. Teach every child to raise his voice, and then, my brothers, then will justice be demanded by 10 million righteous men. Make them hear you. When they hear you, I'll be near you again.
Bravo, Tyler.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is a great role. I know that you had a blast getting to be Cole House Walker Jr. in Ragtime. What was your favorite part of being in that show?
There was a lot going on behind the scenes. A lot of people didn't know. I found out I was anemic right before we did that show, and so I was recovering throughout the whole rehearsal process and the run of the show. And it was my first lead role in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first lead role in Charlotte. So to have my theater wife, Brittany Curry, right there with me, and so many friends in the show, and then to do it at Central Piedmont, which was just like Theater Charlotte, the beginning of where I am today. Every night of that show was emotional. And then it also showed me that I was old enough to play a dad. So I realized my real age outside of me lying during that show.
And that's the funny thing about the more theater that we do and the more that we stick to it, you start in a certain age bracket. Then as you age into new roles and new opportunities. But it was a fantastic show, a fantastic role. Definitely a highlight performance for me in Charlotte. A fearless cast with you, Brittany, Lucia, Billy, everybody. It was an awesome, awesome show.
And Lucia was on here.
She was.
And Lucia knows she's bad. she knows she's bad.
She is. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thanks so much, Tyler. We'll pop back in with you in just a few minutes.
Thanks.
All right, so we have one more special guest from our cast of Ain't Misbehavin' who's going to join us. I'm going to bring her on right now and let her introduce herself as well. Keston, welcome. I'm so glad that we were able to get you on here today. I completely forgot when you were talking that we totally did Hairspray together for Student Theater Guild.
Yes, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Because you were part of that dynamic trio, yes?
Oh my gosh. No. Yes, I was. Yeah. Well, I kind of sprained my knee in between, so I was kind of back and forth. But yeah, I was a part of the trio.
Because y'all brought the house down every single night. Because I remember they would you guys would come and do your little play out of that one song, The Curtain Be Closed, and we'd be sitting backstage with the band. And it was just when they stop clapping, we will keep going.
Exactly. Now I'll never forget that show. I just remember I was going so hard. It was the opening number, and I'm just coming in, and I just fell straight to the ground. I was like, I'm gonna keep going. I got up. I was like, I have to do this trio. If I'm not in no other number, I'm gonna do this. But yeah, no,
that is the magic of theater. We all keep going. We're all there for each other. We're all there to support each other. So it's a pretty awesome feeling.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna sing a little bit from Ain't Misbehavin' tonight. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. So I'm going to turn it over to you with a little cash for your trash, and I'm going to pop myself out of here and take it away, Keston.
Okay. All right. Today is the day that all us cats can surely do our bit. We have got to do our share so Uncle Sam can hit. Save up all your pots and pans. Save up every little thing you can. Don't give it away now, honey. Get some cash for your trash. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Save up all your old newspaper. Save and pile like a high skyscraper. Don't give it away now. Get some cash for your trash. Oh, well. In between, we'll do some loving. You wild, handsome turtle doving. Will you listen to me, honey? You get plenty of food and money. Save up all your iron and tin. And when you go to turn it in, don't give it away now. Get some cash for your trash. Get some cash for your trash. Step on it. Save up all your pots and pans. Save up every little thing you can. Don't give it away, no. Get some cash for your trash. Save up all your old newspapers. Save them up like a high skyscraper. Don't give it away, no. Get some cash for your trash. Well, in between, we'll do some loving. You wild handsome turtle doving. Will you listen to me, honey? You get plenty of food and money. Save up all your iron and tin. And when you go to turn it in, don't give it away, no. Get some cash for your trash. Oh, well, now. Get some cash for your trash. Get some cash. Get some cash. Get some cash for your trash.
Well done. If that is not a marathon of a song, I don't know what is.
Oh, my gosh. It really
And if
is.
you missed seeing Keston do that live on stage at Theater Charlotte, y'all, you missed it because it was incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Now, Keston, you have a lot of other music stuff that you do outside of just theater, yes?
Yes, I do.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So, well, I think it was 2018. I dropped my first ever single called Dance It Out, which is on every platform if you want to go get it. Pay an artist. But also, I just been working on some more music to push out. I kind of took a break because I started doing ministry at my church. And so being in that leadership position kind of took me away so I could kind of focus on that for a little bit. But right now I am working on music, more on the Christian side, and seeing where that goes. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Awesome. So if you miss Keston on stage, be on the lookout for some of this other work she's doing. Go grab her single that she's released. I remember when you put that out there, and so you can definitely find it. Any platform, check it out. You definitely want to be in the Keston Steele fan club. Trust me.
I appreciate that.
For Keston, I'm going to pop you out for just a second, but I'm going to bring us all back in. Don't go anywhere. So real quick, I want to pop over here. I see Scott Miller's comment. Scott, I know that we would totally be at the Broadway Ball right now, but you know what? It's okay. We're doing our part to make sure that we can help stop the spread of this by staying home and just laying low. And even though we can't be at the theater, we can be here supporting each other online. So it's great to have that community, and it's great to see that community from all over the country, not just Charlotte and all the places that we go. So it's pretty awesome to get to see that. And then Ron Law, you're right, that Hairspray was a great cast. There's a whole bunch of names he's put up here, and many, many, many more that are all over the country working professionally, in college, beyond, a whole lot of great work that's coming out of Theater Charlotte, and all of our theaters in Charlotte. So it's really great to have that support. So I'm gonna pop everybody back on one more time. Let me do this real slow so I don't take anybody off of the platform completely. So we're gonna bring everybody back on one more time. We have just a few more minutes, guys. But I want you to each have a chance to share. I know we've shared just a little bit about where we're at, our projects, other theater stuff, but just in the spirit of the arts right now in this time, if you guys can each maybe share one reason why the arts mean so much to you and how the arts can really just help us right now, even though we can't physically go to a theater, how we can still kind of maybe stay connected to that.
Sure, I'll start. I think I said it earlier, but the arts is where I've met my family. Honest, if I'm being honest, and all of these guys I consider family. I miss them. They encourage me. We do life together, and so if you're supporting the arts for a show, that's great. But also the connections and the camaraderie and the family that it brings together is amazing, and it exceeds a show. It exceeds just that one performance, and it goes with us throughout our lives. And I mean, I have friends from 12 years ago from theater, and it's just amazing to have that. So that's what the arts kind of means to me personally.
Awesome. Nanye.
Yeah. I think especially in times like this, I feel like it's not even it's not even like what the arts mean to me, but what the arts mean to society as a whole. I think the arts are so important to have a full and complete society, community. It's an amazing way of kind of stepping outside of your normal everyday life and all of your normal everyday stresses and anxieties. And having that escape is so important for so many people, whether, it's theater, music, dance, anything. So I think the arts are important.
Catherine.
I would definitely have to agree with both of them. As well, for me, when I first started theater, the things that I was personally going through was a coping mechanism. And I think, a lot of people don't get the opportunity to even know about theater and the world of theater, and that they use so many other coping mechanisms that are not really healthy or may not be really good for them, and I was blessed to get the opportunity to be in theater to help me not even run away from my problems, but work through it through theater, and I think that is such an important part that it played in my life and just in our lives in general. Theater is just it's just a very great way to work through everything just with life, period, especially in these times.
Definitely. And Tyler.
And once again, agreeing with everyone, for me, theater has molded me into the man that I am today. And like Marvin said, the friendships, the longest friendships that I have are with those I've met in the theater community, and not just theater as a generalization, but community theater, the theater that is often overlooked, the actors who aren't always paid for what they do, but they do it because they have the heart to do it. Theater has taught me that no matter where someone comes from economically or whatever their social status is, everybody is needed. And everybody has something that they can teach you if you have that eye to look at people for that. And so that is the beauty of theater today. We see a lot of what we're seeing, including this platform. These platforms mostly were created by artists. Like, even though Broadway is closed or the West End is closed, you can't keep a true artist down. We will find a way to create with the materials that we have readily available. And so that is just the sheer beauty of being able to come together tonight. I didn't know the next time I would see the cast again, and just to see everybody tonight it means a lot more than So
yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're about to head out for the night. I do want to pop on one more comment here. We're going to see this amazing person tomorrow, Allison. Yes, family, I couldn't agree more. That's definitely why we do what we do. And we are a family, and it's great to be able to share that space tonight. So thank you guys so much on behalf of Theater Charlotte, on behalf of the cast of Misbehavin. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for spending your Saturday night with us. To all of you watching, thank you so much. Have a great night. Be safe. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.